Once again, you all are welcome in my channel. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. The trigonometry. That is one of the the basic chapter in the mathematics where the student stuck. In 11th class, the trigonometry started from the quadrant system, and quadrant system is one of the most important topic in which students fail, due to which they are not able to learn the trigonometry efficiently. So I take up this problem and opportunity and discuss with you how to design a quadrant system in a quick and efficient manner, and you can work upon this quadrant system and can solve any value of trigonometric ratio based upon the thetas. So let me start this video. We'll see, and if you like this video, you kindly subscribe, share and like my channel. Thank you. Okay, so today we will learn one of a very important topic in the trigonometry, that is quadrant system. And most of the students are confused in this. What is a quadrant system? So let me quickly describe this. What is quadrant system? And first of all, in 10th class, you all know about learn these formulas: sin 90 minus theta, which is equal to cos theta; cos 90 minus theta, which is equal to sin theta. Similarly, tan 90 minus theta, which is equal to cot theta; sec 90 minus theta, which is equal to cosec theta; and cosec 90 minus theta, which is equal to sec theta. Similarly, last, cot 90 minus theta, which is equal to tan theta. So these are the formulas that everybody knows, and everybody done this in the lower classes. In the 10th class, you already done this. So now move forward to the 11th class. In the 11th class, first of all, you have to learn what is quadrant. Quadrant is like this. This is your first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant. And the first quadrant, it ranges from 0 to 90, and second is 90 to 180, and then 180 to 270, and then 270 to 360 back. So this is how the quadrant is described. The first quadrant lies, it is in the 0 to the when theta is 0 and 90, and another quadrant, second is similarly 90 and theta is in between 180, and here it is 180 and in between 270, and similarly here it is 270 in between 360. So any theta which is falls in between 0 and 90, we will say it is in first quadrant. Like these formulas that you already covered in the earlier class, these are all are covered in the first quadrant. So that's why they all are positive. Now you have to cram something, like first of all you have to learn this: after school to college. Now what it means, after school to college means in the first quadrant all are positive. All means these all ratios: sin, cos, tan, cot, sec, their results are positive. Similarly, in the second quadrant only sin and the opposite of sin, that is cosec, are positive. In the third, tan and the opposite of tan, that is cot, are positive. In the last quadrant, cos and the opposite of cos, that is sec, are positive. So first of all you have to learn this. Another very important tip that you have to learn is in case of 180 and 360, there is no change. You just have to learn this. In case of 180 and 360, there is no change, and in case of 90 and 270, there is a change. Now what it exactly meaning is, I will tell you. See, now we will framing a quadrant. How quadrants are framed? Let me reduce the size first. Okay, now see how the quadrants can be made. The first quadrant, how we have to write it? The same that I write it here, you have to write it again, because for the first quadrant you have to make the formulas for 90 minus theta. So sin, then cos, then tan, then cot, then sec, and then cosec. So and this is remain same. So in 90 minus theta, now we have to see it through this quadrant system. The 90 minus theta, in 90, first of all you have to see this. In 90 there is a change. Change means the sine get changed into cos, and cos get changed into sine. The tan get changed into cot. The cot get changed into tan. Similarly, sec get changed into cosec, and cosec get changed into sec. Now the second thing that we have to see is about their sign. What kind of sign is in the front of them? That we can get it from here. In first quadrant, A for all are positive. All the things are positive, means all the results are positive. That is why the result of all these ratios are positive. That is why you see here in 10th class you learn this, but nobody will tell you why they are positive. They are positive because they are fall in the first quadrant. Why they are fall in the first quadrant? 90 minus theta. 90 is this. If you calculate anything less than theta 90, it falls in the first quadrant. So that is why in the first quadrant they all are positive. And another thing, they are changed because there is a 90 degree. In 90 and 270 there is a change. In case of 180 and 360 there is a no change. We will see it later on. So let me quickly move towards the second quadrant. Now if we want to write a formulas for the second quadrant, how we should, for this you have to write 90 plus theta, because anything 90 plus theta, that will fall into this category, second quadrant. So I just have to write all, first of all, very quickly, sine 90 plus theta, similarly cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. Now if I want to find out the formulas for these, obviously these formulas are not exactly the same that we have written here. These must be something different. Now how they are different, I will tell you. See, this is 90. First of all, you have to use this rule. In case of 90, you have to immediately change. When sine is changed into cos, cos is changed into sine, tan is changed into cot, cot into change into tan, sec change into cosec, and cosec change into sec. Now another thing you have to take care about their signs. Now the signs you have to check it from the here. In second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive. Sine and cosec, the result of sine and cosec, mind it, the result of sine and cosec. So we'll see what is the result of sine and cosec. This is a sine and this is a cosec, and their results. The results in the case of sine and cosecs are positive and rest are negative. You have to see here, like the result of sine and cosec. You have to see it here. The result of sine and cosec is positive, rest are negative. Mind it, you have to see it here. You have to check it here. The sine 90 plus theta is positive cos theta, because the result of sine is 90 plus theta falls in the which category? The second category. And in second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive. Mind it, this is very important. Generally students, what they do, they make this sine and cosec positive, which is absolutely wrong. The value of whatsoever theta you have to calculate, you have to see the sign of that. You have to see it here, not here. Some people, what they are doing, they usually took this sine and cosec positive here and rest are negative. But mind it, you have to take care here. You have to see the sign of since you are calculating the sine of 90 plus theta. I think I am repeating. Is it now we will move towards the third quadrant. Now see how the third quadrant can be written. This is the third quadrant. If we are talking about the third quadrant, then definitely what we have to write, we have to write it 180 plus theta. If we do 180 plus theta, then I'll be in the third quadrant. So okay, we will frame up formulas for this also very quickly. Sine 180 plus theta, then cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. So these values are very quickly we will write 180 plus theta. Mind it, in 180 plus theta, first of all see, it is 180, so there is no change. So first of all, you write everything remains same. Sine is remain same, cos remains same, tan remains same, cot remains same, sec remains same, and cosec remains same. Now you have to apply the sign. In the third quadrant, you have to check. In the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. So you have to make only tan and cot. The result of this tan and cot, these are the positive, rest are the negative one. Rest all are negative. I think I hope you all understand this. This is very easy. Now similarly, if let us suppose I want to, similarly you can write it for the fourth quadrant. If you write it for the fourth quadrant, okay, I'll just increasing the space. Okay, right. See, if we are writing it for the fourth quadrant, okay, I am writing it here since the space is less. So for the fourth quadrant, if I want to move into the fourth quadrant, what I have to do? I have to make 270 plus theta. So if I write it like sine 270 plus theta, cos, similarly cos, sec, cosec, cot, and tan. So in 270 plus theta, definitely now you have a hint. In 270 there is a change. So 270 change means you have to change sine into cos into sine, cosec into sec, and cosec, then sec, then tan, and then cot. Now you have to apply the sign. And 270 plus theta, in 270 plus theta, in the last quadrant the cos and sec are positive, so we have to make this cos, the result of this cos and the sec are positive, and rest we have to put negative. This is how the quadrant system can be made. This is very easy to construct, but it is not finished yet. Now let us suppose we want to move into the first quadrant. There is another way to move towards the first quadrant. What was it? See, earlier we moved towards the first quadrant by 90 minus theta, but there is one more way to move into the first quadrant, that is 360 plus theta. So if I write here sine 360 plus theta, and similarly if I want to write the formulas for all others, so like sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Then sine is in 360, minded there is no change. So sine is remain sine, cos remain cos, tan remain tan, cot remain cot, sec remain sec, and cosec remain cosec. So but in the first quadrant, since all are positive, so all the results are positive. So need not to be worried about the sign in the first quadrant. Now if we move towards the second quadrant, see, earlier we moved towards the second quadrant by putting 90 plus theta, but the another way of move towards the second quadrant is 180 minus theta. So if I make some formulas for this, sine 180 minus theta, then similarly cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec. So see it very carefully, very important. In 180 there is no change, so sine remains sine, cos remain cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec. And the whole thing is you have to learn is the signs. For the second quadrant, only sine and cosec are positive. So okay, so I'll mark here sine and cosec and make them positive, and rest I'll make negative. This is how the quadrant system can be constructed. So let's move towards the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, earlier we moved by 180 plus theta, right? I'll show you. See, in the third quadrant, earlier you do it like 180 plus theta. The another way to move into this is 270 minus theta. So we'll frame the formulas for that also. Sine 270 minus theta, and similarly for cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec. Okay, so what are the results? So first of all, we have to take care, it is 270. In 270 there is a change, So sine get changed into cos, cos get changed into sine, tan get changed into cot, cot get changed into tan, sec get changed into cosec, and cosec get changed into sec. And if we are talking about the sines, in the third quadrant, the tan and cot are positive. So result of tan and cot, the result of this tan and the cot, you have to make them positive and rest are the negative. So this how the formulas can be framed, all the quadrant system. Similarly for 270 plus theta in the fourth quadrant, earlier we do like 270 plus theta. Now you can frame it your own by 360 minus theta. So I'll write it here. This is the fourth quadrant, minded. Due to space crunch, I am writing here. So the another way is, earlier we move like 270 plus theta. The another way is sine 360 minus theta, and similarly the cos, tan, sec, cosec and cot. If we are talking about them, then their results are in sine. In 360 there is no change, mind it. So sine is remain sine, cos remain cos, tan remain tan, cosec remain cosec, sec remain sec, cosec remain cosec, and cot remain cot. The only thing is we have to place the sign. In the fourth quadrant, cos and sec are positive, so we have to see it here. Cos and sec, their values are positive and rest are negative. So up to this, I think there is no problem to the any student. But the thing is, now the big problem is arising here, that why we are doing this. What is the importance of quadrant system? Why we are learning this? So this is one of the major question in front of every student. Those who are doing trigonometry and particularly the quadrant system, they are confused. Why we learn this quadrant system? So let me quickly give one hint why we do this. So first of all, you have to aware about this. Theta is equal to 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. This is a table that you learned in the 10th class. Sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. The sin theta is 1 by 2, 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. This is the quick way to learn this. And for cos theta we put 1, then root 3 by 2. We just turn these values down. 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. For tan theta, 90 is not defined, 0 is 0, and this is 1 by root 3 and this is root 3, and for 45 it is 1. I think everybody learned this in the 10th class. So this is but what will happen? These are the values that we learned in the 10th class, but these are the values which is up to the 90. Now what will happen if somebody asks the value of 210 and the thetas which are more than 90? Then what we have to do? We are in the 10th class, we never learned this. So let us explore these things. Now let us suppose somebody asks you the value of sine 150. So here the quadrant system can be used. How? I will tell you. See how to attempt these kind of question. First of all, you have to break this 150 in the quadrant system, angle of quadrant system, that is in the terms of 90, 180, 270 and 360. You just draw it like a rough here and write it here after school to college for your own knowledge, right? You just have to write it and then we will do all the things. How? First of all, you have to break 150 in between these angles. So definitely it is very easily can be broken like 90 plus 60. We can write it like 90 plus 60 because 90 plus 60 is 150, and mind it, you have to break it only these angles, not other than these. You have to break it 90, 180 because these whatsoever we learned earlier, these are the formulas in 90s, 180s, 270 and 360 only. So that is why you have to break the theta in such a way that it must be under these values. So 90 plus 60. Now you need not to go again and again and search what is a 90 plus theta. No, this is for your understanding. You have to made it. But what I suggest you should have to always do the question like this. In 90, I told you there is a change. So it means cos 60 must be there. It will become a cos 60 because in 90 there is a change. Now we have to see what sign it carries. Now for that we have to identify in which quadrant this angle is lying. So it is lying in the this is 90, sorry, just corrected, this is 90, this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, and this is 270, and this, okay, I'll create it again. This is 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360. Now 90 plus theta, definitely it is in the second quadrant, or otherwise you can search it like this: 150 is always lying between 90 and 180, so it is in second quadrant. So since it is, we identify it is in second quadrant, and in second quadrant we know after school to college, in the second quadrant result of sine and cosec are positive, so it is a sine, so its results must be positive. So our answer would be cos 60, that is cos 60 is 1 by 2. So this is how we can solve the any value, right? So if somebody says no, we will do it like this, we can write sine 150 also like this. Okay, I'll make it with the next color, green color. So sine 150, let us suppose somebody want to solve it like this: 180 minus 30, because this is also one of the situations. You can do it like this: 180 minus 30. Either you can do it by 90 plus 60, but you can do it also by 180 minus 60. Okay, we'll see whether we will get the same result or not. Sine 180 minus 30. Now in this case there is a 180, and in 180 there is no change, so it is remain same sine 30, and your answer would be positive or negative. We have to check it. In the second quadrant, sine is positive, so our answer would be positive, and sine 30 is what? That is 1 by 2. So either you solve it by this way or this way, you will get a same answer. So let me do quickly one more example for you so that you can understand it better. Like sine 330. Let us suppose this is the question. Again we have to fast we have to draw this. Then definitely we can break it like 360 minus 30. So 360 minus 30, so it falls in the fourth quadrant. So in 360, first of all we have to see whether we have to change. No, we don't have to change. Now we have to take care about the sign: after school to college. So cos are positive, but since it is sine, so its result must be negative, and sine 30 is what? Sine 30 is half. So another way of doing the same question is sine, you may write it 270 plus 60. So 270 plus 60 is also 360 sine 330. So if I take it broadly, in 270 there is change, so we will have cos 60. Okay, no problem, cos 60. But it is lying in, again it is in fourth quadrant, and the fourth quadrant, in the fourth quadrant cos is positive, but we have to see here sine. So in the fourth quadrant, sine is, it is negative, that is why it is negative, and value of cos 60 is 1 by 2 again. So we will have the same answer. So either you do it by this way or this way, you will get a same answer. So this how, what is the importance of the quadrant system, learning quadrant system is, that is we can find the values of the higher order thetas with the help of quadrant system. It may be up to any extent, we can do it up to any extent. So for that, let me tell you one more thing. There are some formulas for very higher order. There are some formulas like 360 n plus minus theta. Similarly for cos, 360 n plus minus theta. Similarly for tan, cot, sec and cosec. These are the formulas that you have to learn. These are equal to sine 360 n 360 n plus minus theta. N is any natural number, so this is equal to plus minus sine theta, this is equal to plus minus cos theta, this is equal to plus minus tan theta, this is cot is equal to plus minus cot theta, and sec is equal to plus minus sec theta, and cosec is equal to plus minus cosec theta. Now how this formula is helpful for you? Let us suppose you have to calculate at any moment 1020. It is a very big number. So these are, you know, reduction formulas. We may say it is a reduction formula to break this theta, you know, into the smaller one. How? First of all, you have to put the value of n in such a way you will be more close towards this value. Let us suppose I put the value of n 3. So 360 into 3 is how much? 1080. Okay. So if I write 360 into 3, then I'll reach up to 180. 1080, and we need 1020. So in this case we have to subtract it, because 1080 is bigger than 20. How much it is? 60. So this formula will become sine 60, because if it is negative, then you have to take negative. If there is positive, then you have to take positive. In this case it is negative, that's why your result is negative. No need of seeing any quadrant system. No quadrant system is applicable here for higher thetas. You just have to see, if you take it positive, then the result is positive. If you take negative, then your result is negative. You just have to arrange the value of n to which will make you too close towards this value. So sine 60 is how much? Sine 60 is 1 by 2. Sorry, sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So this is your answer. So this how for very big thetas you have to use these formulas. Okay, let me do one more question for you. Sine 1410. So let me very quickly see. 360, definitely for 3 it is this. So I'll put 4. 6 4s are okay. If I put 4, it is 1440. So this helped me a lot. So 360 into 4. Now to get 10, I have to subtract 30. So okay, I'll subtract 30. Since I'm using negative sign, that is why my result is negative, and your answer would be minus 1 by 2. I hope you understand how to, you know, solve the big thetas with the values with the help of this formula. This is all about the quadrant system. Hope you like this. So if you have any question, you may ask me. Yes. हाँ जी, सार्थक, कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है?
नहीं सर.
प्रीति?
नहीं sir.
I think it is very quick. This lecture is very quick. So if you have any doubt, you may ask me. प्रीति?
नहीं sir, कोई डाउट नहीं है.
पक्का?
हाँ जी sir.
So okay, I'll give you some questions. You just do it right away. You just solve the sine 210.